I mean, all it takes is that one generation that's just gonna stop using it. Then it's just gone forever.
Welcome back to Love SND, everyone. I am Dipti, your host, and I am joined by my fabulous, super cool Gen Z nephews, Sean, Shaylin, and Cyan. Today, we are flipping the script. You've heard us talk about Snapchat as concerned, slightly confused, honestly, often overwhelmed parents. But now it's time to go straight to the source. That's right. We are handing over the mic to our teenage nephews, the real Snapchat insiders who live and breathe this app in a way we'll probably never fully understand. How do they use it? What is their go-to? Do they share what they see with their parents without being labeled snitches? And most importantly, do they really think we don't know what a streak is?
What is a streak, Judge?
How many times you log on to Snapchat?
No.
How many times you post on Snapchat? How many times you like something on Snapchat?
No.
Okay, I don't know. What is a streak?
A streak is basically how many days in a row you and another person send a snap to each other.
Oh my God, that is so stupid. God. Okay, first I want to know then, what is your streak?
I'm barely on Snapchat, so 0 with everybody.
I love you. I love you. What's your highest streak?
It's like 500 something days. I don't know, because there's this one kid. I don't know. We just like, it's weird, but
That's ludicrous. What's your highest streak, Sean?
I think mine is like 300 days.
So for one whole year, you're just talking to one person over and over and over again?
all you need is one snap back and forth. It's not like you're just talking to the person.
Oh. So like a picture or like a emoji?
It's like you could literally send a snap of a black screen, and that counts as a streak. Like if you two send a snap back and forth.
You guys, Snapchat is stupid. I stand by my choice of no, not to Snapchat. All right, but we're back. We're back talking about you guys. So guys, welcome to the teen takeover. Let's start with this one question. And maybe it's more for me than for anybody else, but if you had to describe Snapchat to Daddy and Dada and Nani and Nana in one sentence, what would you say?
Instagram and WhatsApp combined.
Okay, they don't know what Instagram is.
It's literally WhatsApp with pictures.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just WhatsApp with pictures.
Okay, fine.
Then the messages or pictures can disappear.
So it's not like WhatsApp because on WhatsApp, you can forward multiple times, which is really what Daddy and Dada and Nani and Nana are doing on WhatsApp.
That's all they do. I just see forwarded many times and then the whole message.
I love it. So to them, actually, it's a messaging app where you can't forward at all, right?
I mean, there is a button to forward actually. You can. It just doesn't show that the message was forwarded. So you wouldn't really know.
But does that message disappear after some time or can it stay on Snapchat forever?
No, it disappears after time.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about why Snapchat. Why Snapchat and why not just like regular text messaging or using Instagram?
Because nobody texts anymore.
Ew, is that true?
Yeah, no, I feel like everyone, like, this is my opinion. I think that people think that Snapchat's safer because all the messages disappear, like, on their screen.
Yeah.
But I don't think many people take into account that anything you send is going to be on the, like, algorithm forever. It's not disappearing. That's the reality. But the disappearing just makes them feel safer.
That's awful. Okay, hold on. What if you want to make plans with your friends? What are you using?
Snapchat.
So you have like group chats on Snapchat?
Yep.
So like if you are on a team sport, let's say you guys are talking about practice, are you on Snapchat?
There is literally a soccer chat for the whole high school
Oh,
for player, and then everybody just chats on that.
Oh man. What about just your friends from whatever, wherever? Like, what about how do you guys talk to Naya, Neva, and Nessa? They don't have Snapchat.
That's one of the few group chats that we do with messages. And like all my soccer teams have Snapchat group chats. All of like my friends, we all have Snapchat group chats.
Hold on, are your coaches on these Snapchat group chats?
No.
So it's only for the kids.
Team Snap.
There's a separate app for that.
There's a
Like
separate app
Game
for that.
Messenger and Team Snap.
Just shoot me while we're at it. All right. So what do you love so much about Snapchat? Like what is the big craze about Snapchat? What do you love to do on that thing?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
no.
hardly use it.
I love that about you.
Honestly, the only reason I ever got it was because people started shifting away from messages and started shifting towards Snapchat. So I just got it as an extra form of communication with my friends, really. I don't do anything else on it, really.
You don't use it for the purpose of Snapchat, which is like the disappearing messages and stuff?
Not really. I mean, we chat with each other, but those just disappear. It's not like we want them to disappear or anything.
Got it.
I feel like it's kind of how the grandparents are with WhatsApp. It's just like another form of messaging that their generation uses.
Got it. Okay. Do you think Snapchat is here to stay, or you think it's just like this Gen Z trend?
I think that it's gonna stay.
I also think it's gonna stay, but I mean, all it takes is that one generation that's just gonna stop using it. Then it's just gone forever.
Cyan, I think you should be the start. You should be the catalyst of getting rid of Snapchat.
No,
You don't care that much?
it'll happen eventually, but I
You-
guess in like a couple generations, there'll be another chatting app or whatever.
Ugh, damn it. Okay, fine. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to Snapchat. What do you like about it the most? And I know you're the one to use it least, so this is probably for you. What do you actually like about Snapchat?
Chatting with my friends.
Basic, let's go.
Chatting, snapping, communication with like people that you enjoy talking to. They're all on the app.
Yeah, I agree with both of them.
Well, have you guys ever seen something on Snapchat that made you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll let them talk and then I'll tell you a whole story that happened.
If I find something that's uncomfortable, I'll just like report it or click not interested on my feed.
Oh, I love that. So is there a feed on Snapchat like there is on Instagram, like other people's snaps?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what do you have you ever seen anything on Snap that made you uncomfortable?
Nope.
Because you just don't go on it. All right, this is the conversation for the twins today. All right, tell me what happened.
So in another high school, this one girl, she posted if like, cause there was gonna be snow in the forecast, whatever. She said if we don't have a snow day, I'm gonna shut up the whole school. Posted it on her story, and then another kid reposted it. Then the next day, I heard that cops were at the school, and those two kids, the kid that posted it and the kid that reposted it, were both arrested, and there was a lockdown and all that.
Oh my gosh. So it's not like just because you don't follow someone, they're not seeing your posts. It's kind of like Instagram. Everybody can see.
There's the power to repost. It's like, even if like something that my parents have always told me, there's always the chance that someone's just gonna screenshot something. So even though you think it's like stories on Instagram, Snapchat, they disappear 24 hours. But if someone screenshots it, it's there forever. It's never going down. So like you got to be careful with what you say and what you do.
Yeah. Oh God, guys. Like and we talk about this all the time, right? Like the internet is just this black hole of things that stay forever and ever and ever. And no matter what you do to try to erase it, it will come back and bite you. And we've talked about this too, right? Like you guys are a generation to talk over text and talk over phone and Snapchats. And so when you're making a joke, for example, it doesn't necessarily come off as a joke because the person on the receiving end may not read it in the tone that you said it. So, like that, also, you guys have to be careful with what you even say and how you joke and if being sarcastic. And Shanu, I know how sarcastic you can be. So, like, are you careful with what you're putting out on Snapchat?
Yeah, so one time when I was younger, I said something that I probably shouldn't have said, and I was trying to be funny. And then my mom saw it, and she gave me a whole speech on you can't talk over text. Like, you can't show emotions over text.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people can misinterpret what you just said.
Yeah. So, what happened in that situation? Did you get in trouble? Like, did the person report you or like what happened?
No, it was just, I was trying to be funny, and then it just started a whole conflict between two people, and then I had to simmer it down.
See, like that's another point, right? Like you could be the start of like all this drama when you didn't even mean to say it that way. I freaking hate texting. What's going on in your brain when you post something on Snapchat? Are you thinking, whatever, this is going to go away anyway? Or are you thinking, all right, let me like try to be a little bit careful because who knows? Like, when you're in a group chat with your friends, it's almost like a safe space, right? Like, I have group chats with my friends from when I was like in first grade. And we talk and we say all sorts of things to each other on WhatsApp, and we can trust each other that the other one's not going to take a screenshot and send it all over the world. So like what's your level of comfort when you're talking to your group friends on Snapchat? Are you still careful, or is it like, okay, these are my comfort people. I know nobody's going to get me in trouble and I'll just say whatever I want to say.
Well, for me, like if we post on our story, I just post about like sports. Like if we're going to a Phillies game, when we arrive, I'll just post a picture of the field and just say, and it'll say Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah. So you're not keeping it you're not making like personal. I guess like that's boys in general. You guys aren't getting like super personal with each other. But what about you guys? Are you careful, or is it just like, is Snapchat like a safe space for you to communicate?
I mean, I feel like with any post you make, even if it's with your own friends or with anybody, it's always you gotta take the extra second to think and make sure that this isn't gonna start anything between two people or between you and someone else. You don't want to be the person, as you were saying earlier, to start a whole conflict between two people. And this kind of goes back to the story that I was telling, because that girl didn't think twice before she posted. She just posted and got in trouble. So you always got to think twice.
She was probably just trying to be funny and really nailed herself. Shanu, do you think about it, or do you feel like, hey, these are my friends, they're not gonna get me in trouble? Well, I guess you've been burned once, so
So when I post, I made myself a private story to post on, so that it's not all public. So I picked people that I wanted to view my stories, and I just post about sports. And then on Snapchat, I post happy birthday to people.
I love that. My good kids. Okay. Let's talk about how much you guys tell your parents, because I think that a lot of what we saw and what we've been seeing, just like shows on Netflix, like you guys, again, I keep mentioning Adolescence because it's the latest thing that we saw with this whole space. So we learned that kids don't really tell their parents a lot because, one, they don't want to get in trouble. Two, they just don't think their parents can relate. Or three, like they think their parents are going to freak out. So, which is probably me, and I'm working on it, guys. But how much do you tell your parents what you see on Snapchat or even Instagram or YouTube or whatever, like wherever you guys consume your media? How much of it are you telling your parents about?
Well, if I just see something funny, I'll just show them. That's basically it.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else on my phone.
Yeah, I know you guys send me like Eagles memes all day long, but what about the more serious stuff? Are you guys telling your parents?
So, I mean, I'm grateful to have parents that I can trust, that, like, they're not going to go crazy if I show them something. They're going to help me mediate the situation. And, like, a message to all parents is it's important to build that trust with your kid, because you don't want them hiding stuff from you. As, like, I heard the basis of the adolescence show, and it's important that the kid is able to trust the parent enough so that they can tell the parent what's going on and trust that the parent will help them.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Shanu?
Yeah, I feel like trust is a big part of this topic because the parent has, and I'm also grateful to have parents that trust me, and they somehow always find the right thing to say to me, even though something's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Your parents are amazing. But let me ask you this. And I know that Sheena's way of handling this is that she gets free reign on your phone, right? So even though she doesn't check it all the time, you know that she can check it whenever she wants to.
She could just pop out of nowhere and just say, "Give me your phone." We won't even know.
And so in that way, it's kind of like it kind of forces you to be responsible all the time because there is these random checks that she will do. Now, I think I heard you guys say before that she hasn't done it in a long time. So like, have you guys fallen into like, bad patterns? Or is it that the fact of knowing that your parents are still super involved and still monitoring what you guys are doing, is that more of like I got to do it on the sly, or is it that I'm going to be responsible?
So since they haven't done it in a while, I just always think that it's gonna just happen out of nowhere. So I just don't do anything bad just to be safe.
I love that. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really done anything that's got me yelled at in these random checks, but like I'm also kind of scared that we're gonna have a random check out of nowhere, like Cyan, and I'm just like kind of like it's always being responsible until that check happens, and even then, just staying responsible.
Yeah. So if the check wasn't going to happen, you guys, like, do you think you would be more, I don't know, risky on Snapchat?
Yes.
Here, would you?
No. I like trust my parents until like, I mean, the trust goes both ways.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. So I guess my question is, if Sheena today told you she's no longer going to monitor your phones, she's no longer going to do the random checks, would you guys use your phones and Snapchat and Instagram differently?
No, I mean, it's always about being responsible, and everyone's always kind of like monitoring your account, and there's all it takes is that one person's just gonna say something and you're in trouble. Even if it's not my mom, I don't want it to be like someone else and they go to like law enforcement or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you? Would you use your phone differently?
No, it's like the same thing with Shaylin because like there's a lot of different people on the internet, and there could be like snitches out there that just see your story or it'll pop up somewhere. So I'll just always be safe with it.
What about you, Shanu? Shanu?
I feel like our parents have taught us to always be respectful towards others, so I wouldn't use it differently.
I feel comfortable with this conversation. Thank you very much. Do you guys think that there should be more rules or lesser rules surrounding Snapchat?
No, I feel like no, I don't think there should be. I think everyone should have permission to use the app however they would choose to use it.
You think like it's the person, right? The more rules there are probably more ways to break them. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, it really depends on the person and how like what they're inclined to do on an app like that. Um, so what is the one thing if you could tell me as Diab's mom's, Callan's mom's or his mom about using Snapchat, what's the one thing? Let's talk about Nina Masi because Nina Masi's not even close to letting Naya and Neva get Snapchat.
Always turn on ghost mode because that basically just turns off your location so nobody knows where you are.
Okay.
And then just don't be, what's the word? Annoying or disrespectful about other people's like snaps or whatever.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess parents should know that there are security measures when it comes to these apps, right? Like going on ghost mode and things like that. So, at least that's a good thing. What's something else that you wish parents knew about Snapchat?
I just feel like you just have to trust your kid into into doing the right thing.
That's fair.
One thing the main thing in my opinion is disappearing messages that like disappearing messages are a thing, so it's not like, you know, a message that you say will stay on the screen forever, but that, as Sean says, trust. It's a big thing about Snapchat, especially because of the fact that things can just go away in like the click of a button. So like you have to kind of trust your kid, make sure that you've kind of built the right character, and yeah.
Okay, I love that. All right. So, guys, there you have it from the mouths of our very own Gen Z experts. Snapchat is not just an app. It's legitimately a language, evidently, a social hub, and sometimes a very confusing maze of filters, streaks, and secret messages, and maybe, honestly, just maybe not the end of the world, contrary to what we think. But a big thank you to my wonderful nephews for keeping it real today and reminding us that parenting in the digital age is less about control and more about conversation and trust. As always, thank you for listening. You can catch us on not Snapchat. I was just about to say Snapchat. You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we will always be there on Instagram to chat up with you guys with any questions you have for these clowns. They would love to answer your questions about how they're using these social media hubs and how they've figured out how to have this mutual respect and mutual trust when it comes to using these apps. So if you have anything for them, let them know. As always, thank you for listening. With love, SSSND. All right, bye guys.
Bye.